Before screens, there was the glow of a reading lamp and a dog-eared paperback. Books were everywhere, on dashboards, by the fireplace, tucked in beach bags, or stacked on nightstands. They weren't precious artifacts, they were companions, ready for adventure. You'd find them in waiting rooms, on kitchen counters, or spinning on a wire rack at the corner drugstore. Paperbacks were affordable, accessible, and part of daily life. You didn't worry about keeping them pristine. You just read, loved, and passed them along. Sharing a book was sharing a piece of yourself, loaned to a neighbor, left on a park bench, or traded with a friend. These paperbacks were more than objects. They were connections. They sparked conversations and tied people together, one chapter at a time. In a slower, more thoughtful world, books were the threads of community. They lived with us, shaped our days, and made every place feel a little more like home. The paperback was a quiet promise, a story always within reach, and that simple magic is something worth remembering. There was a golden age when paperbacks were everywhere, affordable, easy to find, and made for everyone. You didn't need a special occasion. A good story cost less than a movie ticket and lasted longer. These books fit in your pocket, ready for a bus ride, a lunch break, or a wait in line. The stories felt real, about mechanics, teachers, farmers, and everyday life. Characters became friends. You cheered for them, missed them, and saw yourself in their struggles. Covers were bold, promising adventure and emotion, drawing you in. The best stories didn't need special effects, just a good plot and believable characters. Writers of the era mastered suspense, humor, and heart. They wrote with honesty and warmth, making the ordinary feel extraordinary. These books reflected our lives and dreams, making us feel seen. They offered comfort, excitement, and a sense of belonging. In every chapter, we found a piece of ourselves. The golden age of paperbacks was about connection, storytelling for everyone, and that's what made it unforgettable. So many stories unfolded in small towns you could almost find on a map. The setting was a character. Town squares, diners, football fields, places where life happened. In these towns, everyone knew everyone, creating drama and deep community. The people felt real. The wise sheriff, the kind librarian, the local gossip, the quiet hero. These weren't just stereotypes. They were the heart of the story. Plots often revolved around the town coming together, solving mysteries, helping families, saving festivals. The message was clear: we are stronger together. These books celebrated belonging, local identity, and the power of place. They reminded us that the biggest adventures and deepest truths can be found on Main Street. Sometimes, the most important stories happen right where you are. Opening a vintage paperback is stepping into a world where kindness mattered. Small acts, sharing a meal, fixing a tire, lending a hand, were the currency of these stories. Reliability was everything. A promise made was a promise kept. Characters were judged by actions, not words, building trust and community. These stories weren't about isolation, they were about connection, family, friendship, and neighbors. They showed that our relationships are our greatest treasures. Kindness, reliability, and connection were the bedrock of these tales. In a fast-paced world, these values feel more important than ever. Reading them is a gentle reminder of what truly matters. A life built on compassion and integrity is a life well lived, and that message never goes out of style. Why do we still seek out these old paperbacks? Because they're more than faded ink. They're time capsules. Holding one connects us to a simpler, more personal era. Reading them preserves memories and values worth keeping. Sharing a vintage book passes on a legacy of small-town wisdom and quiet strength. In a digital world, a physical book feels real, something you can hold, something that lasts. Collecting them is a treasure hunt. Each find a piece of personal history. These books remind us of the power of story and the importance of community. They're not just relics, they're guidebooks for the future. They show us a way of living built on connection and character. The best stories, like the best people, never truly fade away. From all of us at Nostalgia Nook Antiques, thanks for keeping the stories alive.